About a year ago, I cycled across Korea from Incheon to Busan. After finishing, I spent 3 full days exploring Busan. In this video, I'm gonna take you through everything I did and saw in chronological order, as well as sprinkling in some tips, tricks, and advice on how to best experience these amazing places along the way. Also, a heads up, my Korean pronunciation is god-awful, so get ready to laugh at my attempts to pronounce the names of some of these places. But let's just jump in. Today is the first full day exploring Busan. I woke up bright and early and made my way to the nearest train station. Wow guys, I don't remember what train station this is. It's really nice, very cool. That's the station I'm at. That one. From there, I went to Tosong Station and took exit 6, which is walking distance from Gamcheon Cultural Village. I could take a bus from here to get a little bit closer, but I just checked the distance walking. It's like 11 minutes to get to the nearest part of it. Doesn't seem so bad at all. If you don't take the bus to the top, then be ready to climb a lot of stairs as you traverse your way through small alleyways, getting deeper and deeper into the village, while simultaneously unveiling more and more beautiful views the further you go. Well, I definitely don't feel like I'm in Korea. Guys, this isn't even the view I was looking for. I ended up getting distracted, but I still found a pretty sick view. I'm gonna have to go back to go to the main one. I will say though, guys, if you hate stairs, don't come here. There's a lot of stairs. From afar, the colorful Lego-like houses do look like something that most wouldn't associate with Korea upon first glance. I accidentally found a pretty cool observation point. I was just walking between the buildings, not on the main street. Some call this place the Machu Picchu of Korea, but I don't know why that is. Are they ruins that were lost for hundreds of years? Not that I could tell. To me, the area is much more reminiscent of favelas in Brazil. I guess I can see why they may want to distance themselves from that, but let's be real. Which of these pictures looks more like Gamcheon Cultural Village to you? Near the area where the bus drops people off is the beginning of a long street full of little shops and vendors that wraps its way around the village. Goyangi, which way? If you aren't so good with stairs, just following this street will allow you to see quite a few good views. Also, don't forget to grab a bite to eat while you're there. Alright guys, I got some chicken. Let's try this one first. Really good. Alright, and the chicken? Oh my god, dude. I'm convinced Korea has the best chicken in the world, man. That's so good. Immediately following this, I hopped back on the train and went a few stops over to Jungang Station and took exit 5, which is just a short walk away from Busan Tower or Diamond Tower. It seems to go by both names online. This is surrounded by a park, but we'll explore the park after we see everything from above. There's simultaneously more and less to see here than at our last stop. It's mostly just a big tower, but it without a doubt offers some of the best views you can hope to see of Busan from above. This cost 12,000 by the way, if I didn't say that. 12,000 won. I came here in the middle of the day, but just imagine how beautiful it must be at sunrise or sunset. If you go at that time, let me know in the comments. On your way down, you pass through the Sky Submarine, whatever that is, and a little exhibition called The Color of Busan. Surrounding the tower is a small park, though I personally didn't find it as interesting as the tower itself, so if you're tight for time, you can probably skip it. From here, it was just a short walk to my next stop, Biff Square. Though I did make a quick stop in Kakao Friends, when in Rome, am I right? Alright, I made it to the market, the Biff Square. Biff actually stands for Busan International Film Festival and hosts a decently sized local market where you have your choice of food stalls, all selling local dishes for you to satisfy your Korean food cravings. That's really good. I didn't spend too long here. I tried a few things and it was all good, though this jelly thing that everyone recommends online was a lot different than I expected. For me, it was a quick stop, but if you're a foodie, this is a must. From Biff, I for some unknown reason walked all the way to Songdo cable cars and cloud trails, which aren't actually clouds, but instead these nice little walkways built out over the water. To To be honest, I only came to this area for the cable cars. I didn't even know about the walkways, but this spot is actually really nice. People in one of the cable cars that just passed over us were freaking out, screaming so loud. I can still hear them. I don't know, I think they're just playing it up. There's no way they're that scared. Even if you don't plan to ride the cable car, this is still a spot worth visiting around sunrise or sunset. Dude, if you buy the regular non-glass floor ticket, it's like a huge wait. But if you get the glass floor one, it's only 5 minutes. That is crazy. I'm already at the front of my line. Glass floor is 17,000 won for one way. 22 to go there and back. Oh, here we go. Holy crap. Oh, it's sped up. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We are flying. I was alone in my cable car, but I can imagine this being really fun with friends, or even a bit romantic with that special someone in your life. The view was absolutely stunning, though other than being able to skip the line, I'm not sure the glass bottom was really worth it. Since that type of thing doesn't really scare me, it didn't really add much of anything to the experience. But all in all, don't skip these cable cars. Once you exit the cable car, you'll find yourself at the Harbor Observatory. The top floor of this building offers an incredible view out over the area you just passed in the cable car. I think there are actually a few other things you can do here, but I'm not sure because I quickly got distracted. You guys are gonna think I'm crazy, but on God, I see a T-Rex down there. Also, this booty. God dang. Yeah, this is absolutely some kind of park. I literally knew nothing about what was on the other side of that cable car. I'm gonna just head into the park and explore around. I don't know. Let's see what we find. I now know this park is called Amnam Park, and you can just take a bus here as well if you don't want to come by cable car. So many cats, man. Hello. What's up, buddy? You're really cute. I see your friend. The park hosts multiple trails, all with their own observatories along the way. You can easily spend hours here, if not just make a day of it. Personally, I only had around an hour until sunset, so of course I picked the literal furthest away observation area because I just assumed it would be the coolest one. This better be worth it if I'm risking getting lost with all the snakes that live in Korea in this forest in the night. Whoa, I made it, and it looks worth it. This is the Dudo observation deck. It gets its name because the little island you can see from here is called Dudo Island. Considering I didn't even know this place existed, I got so incredibly lucky. If you plan to come here, I have to recommend coming in that golden hour before sunset. It was so peaceful and so beautiful. It immediately went straight to my top 5 most beautiful views I had seen in all of Korea so far. The next morning, I of course woke up bright and early, jumped on the super crowded train and took it to Nampo Station where I used exit 6. From here, you can take either bus 8 or 30 all the way to Taejongdae Resort Park. This is where I spent my entire second day in Busan, as this place is huge. I have some little train. I see one running up there. I chose to walk instead of taking the train because I personally really enjoy exploring things on foot. But to be honest, if you take the train, you really aren't gonna miss much. Just a few small things you can see from the side of the road. Oh, also, if you choose to not take the train, there's actually no fee here for anything. It's all free. Well, other than food. For some reason, this road counts as one of the stops on the map, so this is stop number 1, the circular road. Our first real stop will be Pebble Beach, I think is what it was called. I think I might be at the Pebble Beach. I'm not sure. I need to head down and see if it's full of pebbles. Pebble Beach is a beautiful little first stop, but I wouldn't spend too much time here as the later spots are much bigger and more impressive. This area does also have 2 different temples. I'm not really sure the difference between them. One is on the map, but the other isn't. The next actual stop is Southport Viewing Point, so some kind of observation place, I guess. From this spot, you can actually see all the way over to where I was last night, looking at Dudo Island. Unfortunately, the day I was there was a bit hazy, but it was still a nice view nonetheless. The spot I'm arriving at now, the map just calls the observatory. which is almost ominous, but it's big, and I think there's food in there too. I might grab something to eat. The observatory is mostly just a little rest stop in the middle to grab a bite to eat and sit down for a minute. From here, you can normally see two little islands which are currently being disputed with Japan, but it was too hazy to see them the day I was there. The main attraction at Taejongdae seems to be Songdo Lighthouse. To get to the lighthouse, you end up passing through the Taejongdae observation deck, which is just another spot with a great view. There's a lot to see and explore around the lighthouse itself. You can go up higher to get better views, or follow a crap ton of stairs down to some rocks that meet the sea. This area was super windy the day I was there, but that didn't seem to stop multiple groups from having photo shoots down at the bottom. This reminds me a lot of Philippines, and lots of beautiful places that look like this there. There are still a few more things that can be seen here as you go around, but I want to mention the cats. There are so many cats here, and seemingly everywhere in Busan. I had never seen so many cats in my life. If you're a cat lover, I think you'll really enjoy Taejongdae and Busan in general. At this point, you would still have time to add at least one more activity to your day, for sure, but for me, I needed to rush back to my Airbnb to clean up the bike I used to cross Korea because I managed to find a buyer for it. I made the trade that night, and honestly, it was super sad for me, so let's just move on quickly. The next morning, I took some train and bus to Oryukdo Skywalk. Unfortunately, I had forgotten to mention which station and bus number when I filmed this, but here's a tip. In Korea, just download Kakao Maps. It will tell you exactly which station to go to, where to transfer, and which bus to take for anywhere you want to go in Korea. It's an essential tool when traveling South Korea. Oryukdo Skywalk is located in Igidae Waterside Park and is at one end of the Igidae Coastal Trail. We are at here, Oryukdo Skywalk, and then you can follow this path up. I'm gonna walk down here first. This is the end of the coastal walk. We are starting at the end. The skywalk opens at 9 a.m., so don't try to get there too early for sunrise. Actually, I think it would maybe be better to do this the other way around. Start at the other end of the trail and end at Oryukdo Skywalk for sunset. Just because the way I went, the views always seemed to be behind me, and I would need to turn around to see them, which is fine, just a little less exciting in the moment. What's up, bud? Am I gonna pass all your friends on this walk? There's a lot to see along the Igidae Coastal Trail, and actually there are even multiple trails to follow. The one I followed is the 4.7 kilometer long one that mostly kept me right on the coast the whole time. What's wrong, bud? Did something happen? Do you need help? It's okay? You're back? This way? Alright, let's go. Alright, I'm coming. What is it? There's nothing here. Aww, you're very sweet. I'm following. It's all good. Dude, this cat led me all the way to this little outlook, which there wasn't much to see at, and now it's just waiting for me on the stairs. I've been following her for 25 minutes. She just keeps going, and anytime I stop, she just waits for me. Alright, I'm coming. The views were honestly jaw-dropping. As you follow the path, you'll see island after island, past beaches, a park, these cool suspension bridges, some nice forested areas, and a lot more. There are a couple of bathrooms along the way, but as for food, I think you really need to pack some snacks at least. I don't remember seeing anywhere selling food along the path. That was pretty cool. I really enjoyed that. It was super beautiful. Honestly, one of the most beautiful things I've done on this entire Korea trip. It was really gorgeous. After walking 4.7 kilometers along this trail, I walked another 30 minutes or so to the Gamcheon station, where I took a train across the water to Centum City Station, which lets you out directly at Centum City Mall. Shopping isn't really my thing when traveling. I mostly came here to get food, but if you love malls, then you have to put this one on your list. According to Google, Shinsegae Centum City Department Store is, or was at one point, the largest department store in the entire world. But ignoring that completely, I eventually found my way to the food court, which was spectacular. I ate more than I even recorded. I remember leaving this mall feeling absolutely stuffed. I finally just decided a rice bowl with spicy pork on top. Fantastic. From the Centum City station, I took a quick train over to Haeundae Station, where you can take either exit 3 or 5. These exits will take you out onto a pretty popular street with a lot more places to shop and eat. Look, there's even a carabao. I remember those. I rode one of those in the Philippines. This road leads to the super famous Haeundae Beach, which is honestly one of the first spots that will come up if you Google Busan tourist spots, so you probably already know about it. It's a really long, beautiful beach that goes right up to the city, a perfect place to end the day with family or friends. A short walk past the beach is the Blueline Park Mipo Station. Here you can take a little train or these sky capsules to the other side of the park, where I think there's another Skywalk, according to Google Maps at least. Alright, well that idea is out. I checked the tickets and it's sold out. So I'm just gonna walk. I'm probably not gonna walk all of it. It's 4 kilometers. That's about what I walked this morning. I will walk some of it. Yeah, you might want to arrive earlier and book your ticket in advance. Even though I couldn't take the train, just walking was still really peaceful. I didn't go all the way to the end, but just the small amount I did walk was really beautiful, especially during golden hour with the sun setting over the city. My last sunset in Korea, it has really blown me away. It was so nice to get to see so freaking much of it. You should definitely come, and I highly recommend October. The weather here was beautiful. Tomorrow I do go to Japan. The trip isn't over, but yeah, I'm gonna head back. I'm probably not gonna film much going back toward the beach right now. I just wanna really take it in, fully take it in, and just enjoy it. Keep wondering. And I'll see you guys in Japan tomorrow.